Hey, Warren Eckstein here, answering a letter from one of my listeners, and it comes from Mark. And Mark says, Warren, recently started listening to your show because at the age of 69, I now have a dog in the family. Hunter is a 21-pound GD, I don't know what that means, and has been with us since he was 3 months old. He'll be 2 next month. We originally got Hunter for my wife who was battling cancer, but unfortunately, she passed on December of 22. Hunter gave her a lot of joy. Of course, he didn't. Sorry for your loss, obviously. Our daughter just got her job as a teacher in Baldwin Hills and moved to downtown LA. I moved to Redondo Beach to be closer to she and Hunter. Great dog, so much energy. Hunter hasn't been doing well, with lots of barking, especially at night. They live in a loft on the 11th floor and she lives with her boyfriend. Hunter's barking has kept them awake and is putting a strain on their relationship, and it's only 1 week. I told her it will take time, but she's hinting for me to take the dog. And he goes on to say he would like to take the dog, but he works whatever. First of all, I would sit down and have a very long conversation. I would love for them to call me on the air. I would sit down and have this conversation with them. Number one, I'm assuming the dog was there before your daughter's boyfriend. And the fact that they've only moved a week ago and your daughter's already deciding to give up the dog because it's straining their relationship, maybe that relationship isn't so strong to begin with. Maybe the boyfriend and her should have a conversation. It's going to take some time. Let's work on it. Let's increase the dog's stimulation. Let's increase the exercise factor and give the dog a shot. The dog went through the loss of its friend, your wife who passed away. And again, I'm sorry about that. Then moved to a different location. I don't know how long she's been going out with this boyfriend. The dog's going through a lot of changes. And when a dog is going through changes and there's some type of issues with the dog, the first thing your daughter wants to do is give the dog up to you. I'm granted she's giving it to her dad, but you're not ready for the dog. It's her responsibility right at this point. And if her boyfriend is urging her to get rid of the dog, perhaps the boyfriend should be going to the shelter and not the dog. Give it some time. It's only been a week. I know I may sound really strong here and I'm not compassionate, but I have to have compassion for everything. Compassion for people and compassion for the pets. This poor dog is going through changes. It went now living in a loft in downtown LA. The sounds, the sirens, the yelling, the screaming. Hey, I bark when I'm in downtown LA. Give the dog some time and some patience. I'd love you to call me on the air. I'll go a little further with you. But please, I understand and I can see from your letter that you're in love with this dog, so I'm assuming you would take the dog if your daughter gave him up. But there's more to it than that. If your daughter's relationship with her boyfriend is based on a week of the dog not behaving the way they want it to behave, maybe there's more to that issue. I'm not a human therapist, I'm an animal therapist, but my heart goes out to you, the loss of your wife. My heart goes out to the dog. I just hope that your daughter and the boyfriend decide to work with the dog, or Mark, I hope the dog comes into your home and has the happy life it deserves. But again, it really bugs me when someone's moved to a different location or there's been changes of some kind in their life, and rather than give the opportunity for the dog or the cat in whatever case to reestablish themselves, build up that confidence again in a new location, new relationship, who knows? That's what you need to be doing. People are so ready to give up their dog. And in your case, at least the dog would be going to you and to a shelter. But the bottom line is this. If your daughter loves this dog, and this dog has part of your wife in it, the dog was there for your wife, why would she ever want to give up the dog? She's a teacher. I know they take long hours, but they also have some time. Give the dog a break. Give the dog some time. And again, sorry for your loss. I haven't gone through the loss of a significant other. I know what you've gone through. But again, the dog went through it with you. The dog went through it with your wife. The dog is now living with your daughter. If your daughter absolutely refuses or doesn't want to go through the work, or her boyfriend doesn't want to go through the resolution of the problems, then perhaps taking the dog is the way to go. It really is. But I wish that your daughter, obviously the dog's attached to her, would spend a little bit more time and give the dog a little bit more of an opportunity to readapt to a different situation. Good luck and keep me posted. Don't be afraid to call me on KRLA. I know you're listening in LA. Call me on KRLA for more answers. Appreciate it. Thank you.